for the very latest news from Thailand. This is the fabulous Pattaya Media Group. If you could like and subscribe, well, that would be amazing. Thank you so much.
Thailand's average household income fell during 2025, according to figures reported by several research institutions and highlighted by the national media. What's perhaps more worrying is that there is little expectation of any meaningful recovery this year, particularly as continuing uncertainty in the Gulf region continues to affect energy prices, transport costs, and overall confidence. The figures show average household income last year stood at 28,308 baht per month, down 2.5% from the 29,030 baht recorded in 2023. That marks the first decline in 6 years. Researchers say much of the drop came from a reduction in earned income, which fell by almost 5%. In many cases, that appears to be linked to reduced overtime opportunities, something that has quietly affected workers across a wide range of industries. The study also found lower-income households are becoming increasingly dependent on government support schemes and financial assistance to make ends meet. Sad news now for the family of a young British tourist injured earlier this year in Phuket. 22-year-old Colin Kearney has passed away following injuries suffered after falling from a moving tuk-tuk during the early hours of the morning. Reports at the time stated that he had been returning to his hotel following a night out when a disagreement arose over the fare. It was claimed that after discovering he did not have sufficient cash, the driver agreed to take him to an ATM machine. The accident happened at around 4 o'clock in the morning. CCTV footage reportedly ruled out any suggestion that he had been assaulted or pushed from the vehicle. Medical reports released after the incident confirmed he had suffered catastrophic head injuries and slipped into a coma. The company responsible for marketing BYD vehicles in Thailand has issued a statement following a fire involving a BYD Dolphin electric vehicle in Khon Kaen. The incident attracted considerable attention online after photographs and video of the blaze circulated on social media. However, company representatives say their preliminary investigation indicates the fire did not originate from the vehicle itself. Instead, investigators believe the cause was related to external electrical equipment connected to the charging system. Specialists were dispatched immediately to assist with the investigation. There is currently no information regarding who supplied or installed the charging equipment involved. Further examinations are continuing. Meanwhile, in Bangkok, a 75-year-old man has found himself unexpectedly becoming a social media sensation after being filmed driving an electric 3-wheeled trike through busy city traffic. Concerned motorists reported the elderly rider to police, fearing for his safety as much as that of other road users. Traffic officers launched an investigation, eventually locating the man and inviting him in for discussions regarding road regulations. He was later fined under the relevant traffic laws. Authorities stressed that the action was taken primarily out of concern for safety rather than punishment. Police in Rayong are investigating a particularly disturbing mystery following the discovery of a young woman's body inside a rubbish bin. The grim find was made early Thursday morning after a refuse bag burst open inside a garbage truck's compactor unit. Police, forensic officers and rescue workers rushed to the scene shortly after 6 o'clock. The victim has not yet been identified. She is believed to be Asian, approximately 20 years old, with long red hair, fair skin, and several distinctive tattoos across her back. No identification documents were found, and investigators have so far released very little additional information. In Nakhon Sawan, police have arrested 18 people accused of operating a highly organized cable theft gang. The suspects were caught in the early hours of Thursday morning while allegedly attempting to steal underground copper telecommunications cable. Authorities seized 5 vehicles, including pickup trucks, cars, and a larger transport vehicle believed to have been used to carry stolen cable away from crime scenes. One vehicle had even been fitted with a Rescue Foundation sticker, in an apparent attempt to avoid attracting attention. Investigators say the group had invested in custom-made uniforms bearing the logo of a legitimate telecommunications company. The uniforms allowed them to open roadside manholes and work in public areas without raising suspicion. Police believe the gang had already completed one successful theft operation, earning more than 300,000 baht before returning for a second attempt. Ironically, the cables being targeted had already been decommissioned and were due to be removed by the genuine telecom company anyway. If you've ever fancied life aboard a luxury yacht, now may be your opportunity. The Anti-Money Laundering Office is preparing to auction a superyacht valued at around 600 million baht. The vessel was seized during investigations linked to an international call center scam operation. A smaller yacht will also be offered. Interested buyers will be able to inspect the vessels before the auction takes place later this week. Of course, finding somewhere to park a 600 million baht yacht may be a challenge all of its own. And finally, a rather unusual family dispute in Bangkok. A 29-year-old man was taken to hospital after driving his car into a university swimming pool following an argument with his mother. Police say the disagreement centered around money. The man had reportedly wanted financial assistance to cover a condominium rental costing around 27,000 baht per month. When that support was refused, he allegedly became increasingly frustrated. Witnesses say he drove onto the university campus, headed directly toward the pool area, and accelerated through a barrier, despite attempts by security guards to stop him. The vehicle ended up submerged in the water. And finally, the weather. The Meteorological Department continues to warn of monsoon conditions across much of the country, with heavy rain possible in many regions and a risk of flash flooding and landslides. High waves are expected in both the Andaman Sea and the Gulf of Thailand, so small boats should continue to exercise caution. For our area, expect highs today around 34 degrees, dropping to 27 overnight. Humidity remains high, and it looks as though we're in for another 3 very sticky days ahead.
Local and national news today from Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or program, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.